Okay, so you've been there, right? You absolutely crush your workout on the stair climber. You're feeling strong, you're sweating, it feels amazing. But then you wake up the next morning and bam, that old, familiar, super frustrating back pain is back. If that sounds like your story, you're in exactly the right place, because we're about to break down why that happens and, more importantly, how to stop it for good.
This. This is the classic thought, isn't it? It's the big lie we tell ourselves right before the pain kicks in. You feel totally invincible in the moment, but you end up paying for it hours later. It's so confusing, and it makes you wonder if you can ever do cardio again without triggering a flare-up.
And that really is the million-dollar question. The whole problem is that delay. The pain doesn't show up when you're in the thick of it. It waits. It waits until you've cooled down, which makes it almost impossible to connect the dots between cause and effect.
Now listen up, because this is crucial. This is not a fitness failure. You're not bad at cardio. It's just a simple mechanical issue. See, your body is incredibly smart. When it gets tired, it's going to find the path of least resistance to get the job done. The problem? That path often leads straight through your lower back. So this brings us to what I call the next day pain trap. We've got to stop judging how good a workout was by how we feel during it. For anyone with a sensitive back, that feeling is a lagging indicator. The real test, well, that comes much later.
And this is the new metric we all need to start using. It's the 24-hour response. Seriously, how did you sleep? How's that morning stiffness? Can you sit down for breakfast without wincing? This is the real data. This is what tells you if yesterday's workout was the right dose for your body.
Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty of what's actually going on when you're on that machine. Why the stair climber specifically? Well, it all boils down to this sneaky little shift that happens as soon as you start to get tired. This slide lays it out perfectly. On the left, that's the goal, right? Big, powerful glutes and hips driving every single step. But as you get tired, your body makes a trade. And on the right, that's the reality. The work shifts away from your glutes and gets dumped right onto your lower back and those sensitive nerves. That is the secret compensation that's causing all that next day pain.
And here's why you don't even feel it happening in the moment. Think about it. The stress hormones from a tough workout, the heavy breathing, the focus, it's all like loud static on a radio. It just drowns out those quiet little warning signals your nervous system is trying to send you. You're thinking, wow, I'm working hard, while your nerves are back there thinking, don't worry, we'll be sending you the bill for this in the morning.
So, how do we start to listen better? We have to learn the language our body is speaking. And that starts with knowing the huge, massive difference between that good ache of muscle fatigue and the red flag warning sign of a nerve flare.
This chart right here is your new best friend. It's your diagnostic tool. Just look at the differences. Muscle fatigue, that's that dull, heavy feeling, usually in both legs, and it actually feels a little better when you move around. But nerve pain? No way. That's sharp, it can feel electric, and it usually travels down one side. The big giveaways are pain radiating farther down your leg and a huge drop in your ability to sit comfortably the next day. That's the one to watch.
This quote from a client, man, it just says it all, doesn't it? This is the exact trade-off we're trying to stop. Winning the workout isn't a victory if it costs you your comfort and your ability to function for the next 12 or 24 hours. This has to change how we think about the goal of the entire session. And this brings us to a super simple but really powerful tool, the 24-hour stoplight rule. After your workout, you just categorize how you feel. Green means your symptoms are the same or even better, you are good to go, you can progress a little. Yellow means there's a mild increase in symptoms, but it's gone within a day. You just hold steady, do the same workout next time. But red? If the pain spreads or your function drops, that is a clear signal to back off. All right, enough about the problem. Let's get into the solution. We can absolutely make the stair climber your friend again, not your enemy. It's all about strategy, using better form, smarter intervals, and being patient with how you progress. Here are 3 simple form cues you can literally use on your next workout. First, think ribs over pelvis. Keep that torso stacked so your lower back isn't arching. Second, push through your whole foot, not just your toes. That's the secret to getting your glutes to fire up. And third, light hands. Use your fingertips for balance. If you're death gripping the rails, the resistance is too high, period. This is your new mantra for when you're on the machine. Your number 1 job is to keep a steady rhythm, a good cadence. Your second job is to hold that good posture we just talked about. And resistance? That's a distant third. The second your rhythm or your posture starts to break down, you have to lower the resistance. Don't try to push through it. So what does this actually look like?
Here's a super safe template to start with. Try 6 rounds of 90 seconds of work, at a pace where you could still hold a conversation, and then 90 seconds of easy recovery. This interval setup is key. It stops that continuous fatigue from building up, which is what leads to bad form and irritation in the first place.
And this might be the single most important rule for getting back on track safely. When you get a green light from your 24-hour check-in, you've earned the right to progress, but you only get to change one thing. You can add a minute to the workout, or you can bump up the resistance by 1 level, or you can reduce your rest time a tiny bit. Never, ever do all 3 at once.
Okay, let's pull all of this together into a clear, actionable plan that you can start using this week. Let's take back control of your cardio.
This is your cheat sheet. Seriously, take a picture of this, save it to your phone. It connects how you feel tomorrow directly to what you should do in your next workout. No more guessing. A green light means progress one thing, a yellow light means hold steady, and a red light means you take a step back. It's this simple feedback loop that builds strong, pain-free fitness over the long haul.
So, I'm going to leave you with this one question. It's a fundamental shift in how you need to think. The goal isn't just to survive today's workout. The goal is to make sure today's workout is actually setting you up for a better, stronger, more functional tomorrow. Make that your new definition of a successful workout.